The private room was silent, too silent. Only the faint hum of the city outside the penthouse windows filled the air as Rihanna, RiRi to the world, stood frozen in place, her phone still glowing in her trembling hands. On the screen. One message. One announcement. And everything changed. Broken heart the moment everything shattered. She didn't breathe at first. Didn't move. Didn't even blink. Her heart just dropped. Because the words she had just read from A$AP Rocky weren't just unexpected. They were devastating. I think it's time I finally tell the truth, publicly. Her fingers tightened around the phone. Publicly, she whispered under her breath, her voice barely audible. That word echoed in her mind like a warning siren. Publicly meant headlines. Publicly meant speculation. Publicly meant losing control. Crying faced the first tear falls. RiRi slowly sank onto the edge of the bed, her chest rising and falling faster now. No, no, Rocky, not like this, she murmured, shaking her head. But before she could even process it further, her phone buzzed again. Another message. Another blow. I've already told my team. The announcement goes live tonight. That was it. That was the moment. Her composure cracked. A tear slipped down her cheek. Then another. Then suddenly. She broke. Completely. RiRi buried her face in her hands as sobs ripped through her body, raw and uncontrollable. The kind of crying that doesn't care who you are. The kind that strips away fame, power, image, everything. Because in that moment, she wasn't a global icon. She was just a woman, hurting. Thought balloon flashbacks of everything they built. Her mind raced. Every memory came flooding back like a storm she couldn't escape. Late night talks. Inside jokes no one else would understand. Moments where A$AP Rocky held her like nothing else mattered. The laughter. The chaos. The love. Why now, she cried, her voice cracking. Why would you do this now? She had trusted him. Believed in him. Built something real with him. And now. It felt like it was all slipping through her fingers. Mobile phone, the world starts to find out. Across the city, across the country, across the world. Phones started lighting up. Notifications buzzing. Rumors turning into headlines. Fans speculating. Media outlets preparing their breaking stories. Because when A$AP Rocky says he's about to tell the truth, the world listens. And RiRi knew exactly what that meant. There was no stopping it now. Loudly crying face, I wasn't ready. RiRi stood up suddenly, pacing the room, her breathing uneven. I wasn't ready for this, she whispered, tears still streaming down her face. Her reflection caught her attention in the mirror. Mascara slightly smudged. Eyes red. Face vulnerable. Real. She walked closer, staring at herself like she didn't even recognize who she was anymore. This isn't how it was supposed to happen. Her voice broke again. Collision, the final call. Her phone rang. His name flashed across the screen. A$AP Rocky. For a second. She hesitated. Her thumb hovered over the screen. Answer, or ignore. Her heart screamed one thing. Her pride whispered another. But emotion won. She answered. Hello, she said, her voice shaking. Silence on the other end. Then his voice came through, calm, but heavy. RIH. I didn't want you to hear it like this. That was it. That one sentence. And RiRi lost it again. You already said it, Rocky, she cried. It's already happening. Her voice echoed through the room, filled with pain, disbelief, and a love that hadn't fully let go. A love on the edge. Neither of them spoke for a moment. Just silence. Breathing. Emotion hanging thick in the air. Because sometimes, the hardest part isn't the announcement itself. It's everything that comes after. The questions. The consequences. The reality. Cloud with rain, the night that changed everything. As the city lights flickered outside, RiRi slowly slid down against the wall, her phone still pressed to her ear. Tears still falling. Heart still breaking. Because whatever ASAP Rocky was about to reveal to the world, it wasn't just his story anymore. It was theirs. And tonight, everything was about to change. Clapperboard outro, for your video. What do you think ASAP Rocky is about to reveal? And can Rihanna and Rocky survive this shocking moment? Warning disclaimer, the following story is purely fictional and created for entertainment purposes only. Loudly crying face, RiRi cries uncontrollably after ASAP Rocky finally drops the announcement. The night air in Los Angeles felt unusually heavy, like the world itself was holding its breath. Inside their sprawling hillside mansion, Rihanna, the global icon, the billionaire mogul, the woman who always seemed unshakable, sat alone in the dim glow of a single lamp. Her phone rested face down on the marble table beside her, vibrating every few seconds, notifications flooding in. But she wasn't ready. Not yet. Because she already knew what was coming. Crescent moon, a silence that spoke too loud. For days, something had been off with ASAP Rocky. He wasn't distant, not exactly. But he wasn't present either. The late-night studio sessions got longer. The phone calls got quieter. And the way he looked at her changed. RiRi noticed everything, she always did. But this time, she didn't push. She waited. Loudspeaker, the announcement that changed everything. It happened at exactly 8:17 p.m. No warning. No private conversation. No, we need to talk. Just a post. A single post. Rocky's official account lit up with a statement that instantly shattered the internet. Sometimes love isn't enough when two people are growing in different directions. I'll always have love for her, but it's time we move forward separately. Within seconds, it was everywhere. Blogs. Headlines. Fans screaming across social media. And in that moment, time froze. Broken heart the moment it hit her. RiRi didn't scream at first. She didn't throw anything. She just stared. Her hands trembled as she slowly picked up her phone, reading the words over and over again, like maybe they would change. Like maybe she misunderstood.